Envision a big wall map that you'd use to teach your kids or grandkids, and you got an island in the middle and you got a huge ocean. What used to be the case is government was the ocean and the freedoms of the individual were the island. If the government decreed that you get a right, good, you get that right. Until we talk about anything else, assume it's underwater, government lives there. Our founder said, no, the picture's the exact opposite. The ocean is the dignity of individuals. And those individuals can do whatever they want, except the limited number of things that get prohibited, because we, the people, gave the government, through our representatives, authority to go be that little island and decree certain laws for the common good. And so when I said that I think you need to have some regulation of water, we should regulate water so that somebody isn't lying to you when they sell you a pipe and you don't know as a mom or a dad whether or not that pipe is something that's corrosive that's going to poison my kids. We should do that as a matter of common good. And we do it by force. Because if you lie about it and what you said was in that pipe wasn't in that pipe, whether by regulation or by contract, we will take away your freedom and put you in jail. But that is a different thing than assuming the government has passive authority over everything. And so when I mentioned the Egyptian baker, 500 days to start a bakery in Egypt, you should hurt. This isn't just bad politics. This isn't fair to those moms and dads who are trying to serve their neighbor but provide for their kids as well. What they want to do when they open that bakery, there may be things that the government needs them to get a permit for on something, but 500 days? How does that recognize that that guy or gal has any dignity? Well, guess what's happening in our country as we fall from 5th to 11th on the index of economic opportunity? Right now in our country, 30% of jobs, by some estimates, require licensure. In 1950, it was 5%. 5% in 1950. A 600% increase to almost a third of the jobs today. In DC, according to some recent reports, if you want to trim someone's hair or beard, licensure requirements and permitting take 1,500 hours. Most people think of a work year as 2,000 hours. 50 weeks times 40 hours is 2,000 hours. It takes you 9 months of full-time work as a poor citizen of Washington, D.C. to try to get a permit to cut somebody's hair in your front salon. That doesn't comport with the dignity of people. And guess who that hurts? That hurts the poor. That hurts the least fortunate among us. As the regulatory sea rises and rises and rises, the rich and the well-connected, most of you in this room, you'll be fine. It'll put a little bit of sand in the gears, but most of you will be fine. The people who can afford to hire their lobbyists, they'll be fine. But the poor, those who most need economic opportunity, they're the ones who suffer. And we, conservatives, do a really poor job of telling this story effectively. Because the reason that I'm a conservative doesn't have a whole heck of a lot to do with marginal tax rates. I care a lot about the effects of a growing economy, and marginal tax rates matter. But the reason I'm a conservative is because it comports with the dignity of people as they were created. And I believe that we need to understand America anew, and we need to be able to tell the story to the next generation of why this constitutional system, this First Amendment creed of America, is such a glorious inheritance.